Servus from the Pain Cave and welcome back to the bonus stage of the Zwift Games 2026. As you could see, I've been really hyping myself for this individual time trial. There's just something special about it. No drafting, no tactics, just you, your watts and the clock. We're heading to the Epiloch in Scotland, 11 kilometers, around 100 meters of elevation, roughly 14 to 15 minutes of full gas effort for me. If you want a full breakdown of the route, pacing strategy and best equipment setup, make sure to check out my route recon video first. And quick correction from that recon, steering is off today, so no shortcuts, just pure power. I'm lining up once again with the A-PEX Velo squad, and this might be the strongest turnout we have ever had. 13 riders on the start list, that's more than 10% of the entire field. We've also got some great new additions, so a big welcome to Soichi and Henrik. And the field is stacked again. We have got top level riders like Njål, Pedersen, Hayden and Njål lining up, so this is a perfect chance to really test ourselves. I'm rolling off the start ramp in the same group as Hayden, which is both motivating and slightly dangerous, because when you're trying to find your rhythm, the last thing you want is to get dragged into someone else's space, especially when he is as strong as Hayden. Up the road, Njål is 30 seconds ahead of me, Alistair is 15 seconds ahead, behind me there's Henrik 15 seconds back, and Njål is 45 seconds behind me. So the A-PEX Velo train is all over the course and I'm trying to find my rhythm here. I don't want to start too hot, but again, seeing Hayden in front of me, I just wanted to follow here, but I still tried to hold myself back. I wanted to start with around 310 to 315 watts, so I'm trying to reduce here at this moment because my aim is for the whole race to go for 320 watts average. And again, I want to go for that negative split, so I want to start a bit slower and then increase the pace in that second half. So I'm trying to hold myself back here, trying to get out of the saddle here, pushing at around 70 RPM. That's how I feel best, at around 5 watts per kilo. But also at times between these efforts, sit down in the flat, in the downhills, spin the legs at 90 to 100 RPM. Because that feels like this way I can keep my legs fresh. They won't, the muscles won't get too sour, and I hopefully can do the best. All right, we are here in that lead-in section still here. That slight incline here with 2.5% gradient. Hayden is already 12 seconds ahead, but I'm pushing here almost 6 watts per kilo. And this is just going really good for now. My average is at 330 watts, so definitely better than I was supposed to start with. But it seems like everyone is starting hot here. And the first timing point here, after 3 kilometers, Njål set a time of 3 minutes 20. Njål is our fastest so far, 15 seconds behind, and I'm 25 seconds behind. So I lost a lot of time here already. Now I'm trying to reduce here in that downhill. So that was the plan, to start a bit harder on that climbing section. And then when it's downhill, to reduce my pace, go down to 4 watts per kilo. Maybe I should have been going a bit harder here, but I was just thinking that I will be fast on the downhill, but you will see soon that I wasn't. So that was definitely something I need to learn from. And I was getting out of the saddle here before we see the incline even coming here, and the orange and red gradients, and I'm pushing here 9 watts per kilo. So I'm really sending it here up the corkscrew climb, and maybe also a bit too hot, but it didn't feel too bad. I felt like I can push it, I can hold it, and it didn't hurt me too bad. But I just knew you can probably make up a lot of time, and you could see it here. I made up around 4 seconds on Alistair. Second timing point after 5 kilometers, Njål with 5 minutes 3 seconds. Njål 23 seconds behind, still our fastest, and I'm 36 seconds behind, so still losing another 11 seconds. 10 of these I lost in the downhill, so that's a pretty big bummer, I must say. I lost all the time in the downhill, and then I ascended really hard on that climb, on that steep ramp, and I didn't lose any second to Njål at this point. We have another ramp here up the tower here at this point. We are reaching that sprint banner in a second. I'm here out of the saddle, pushing 6 watts per kilo. Njål is here, went through this banner in 6 minutes 47. I'm 44 seconds behind. Njål is still our fastest, 29 seconds behind Njål. And I'm approaching Alistair soon. He's 5 seconds ahead of me. I could always see that also with Njål. He started really hot. He was at the first timing point, he was ahead of me. But now I'm also making up time on him. He's just 17 seconds ahead of me. Behind Njål, you can see he's approaching me. He already made up 20 seconds on me, so he's flying so far on that first part of the course. And I think that was so cool with these groups, starting groups, that you had other guys to chase, and it was so motivating for me to see Alistair and Njål ahead of me. I also always checked what is Henrik and what are Njål doing, and that's so cool to check that on time and yeah, be motivated from that. All right, fourth timing point, 8 kilometers in. Njål Pedersen, 8 minutes 59. Chris is now our fastest, 36 seconds behind. I'm 57 seconds behind. So Chris is now approaching. Yeah, he overtook Njål, who started really hard and then had to fade a bit. We are 2.5 kilometers in. I just overtook Alistair, as you could see, and now I'm seeing John ahead of me, 8 seconds. I'm still sending it here on these uphill sections with more than 6 watts per kilo. Hard route is at 184, and now it's just like go time, the final 2.2 kilometers, which will be around like 3 minutes, 3 minutes 10, 3 minutes 20. So it's just all out from this point on. That was my plan. I couldn't hold that, unfortunately, but still I did a great final sector. And I was just sending it and I was enjoying it so much. You can see my smile in my face. I was just absolutely enjoying that, checking all the stats during the ride, seeing John ahead of me. And I definitely wanted to get him here to the line. Njål Pedersen, 10 kilometers in. He is 39 seconds ahead of Chris and I'm 1 minute 8 seconds behind. So now I lost a bit of time again here on that segment. And yeah, I'm just sending it here on these final 800 meters, overtaking John here, hoping that he would get in my slipstream, like visually at least. And yeah, follow me, but he couldn't, unfortunately. He was gassed, he started too hot, and he will also fight to stay in front of Alistair. So final 400 meters, I'm seeing another 2 guys ahead of me and I want to get them. I'm pushing 7 watts per kilo and I'm just sending it here on these final 300 meters. Heart rate is at 190, but I knew I can hold this. I need to hold this to the line. I need to leave it all out there. I'm giving out everything. I'm fighting hard here to the line to make up every second that I can on this final few meters, and I'm finishing in 28th position, 1 minute 11 seconds behind Njål, who took another dominant win, 8 seconds ahead of Čočudik and 10 seconds ahead of Aleš Groža. Chris was the fastest from our team, finishing strong in 9th, 44 seconds behind Njål. But shout out to my teammates, 8 A-PEX Velo boys within the top 40. That's a strong showing from our team. I had an average of 328 watts, 5.3 watts per kilo. So I exceeded my expectations. I would have signed that prior to the race start. And here you can see how I performed compared to Njål. I lost a lot of time on the downhills, let alone 10 seconds on that first downhill after the lead-in. I could keep the gap over the corkscrew hill and also keep up with Njål on the final 800 meters, so I'm happy with that. Maybe I should have paced it a bit differently. I should have definitely went harder on those downhills, and I also lost already a lot of time in that lead-in section. I could do my negative split, and yeah, I really sent it there on the corkscrew hill, and I'm also happy with my fight on that final kilometer. I left it all out there to the line. Thus also some great power numbers, all-time 10-minute PB with 5.3 watts per kilo for me, seasonal PBs for 8 minutes and 15 minutes, despite the TT only being 14 minutes and 20 seconds. So overall, I'm very happy with my performance and effort. I could have probably paced it a bit differently, but I loved it. I love TTs. I really enjoyed to chase riders in front of me. This gave me so much motivation and pushed me to my absolute max. So that was stage 6A, the TT. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe and drop a comment below. It really helps the channel grow. And now I'm curious, how did you like the TT effort? Did you pace it perfectly or go out too hard? See you in the next one, which will be the steering grid race bonus stage. I will try to have that video ready for first day. Cheers and ride on.
Remember to subscribe.